this Spirit Message Monday is about self-doubt. And so it's funny that I totally flubbed up my words at the very beginning of this video. So it's just part of being human. It's part of being here in this lifetime and in this bodysuit. And a lot of people come to me, or friends, or people that I know, and they're like, "Oh, you're so confident on your videos, and you're doing such amazing things, and you seem like you know where you're going and what you're doing, and it just feels like put together and full of confidence, and I'm just showing up." And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of totally just showing up, but I'm also totally human. I have spirit guiding me. I have my intuition guiding me about hey Dee, do these Spirit Message Mondays, do this thing, show up here, do that healing circle, whatever. And now most of the time I'm like, okay, and I just do it. But that doesn't mean I enter into that without any self-doubt. That doesn't mean I enter into that wondering if it's gonna work. Case in point, last week when I did the Spirit Message Monday video, I think I just finished videotaping it, and the thoughts that were going through my mind are like, is anybody gonna watch this? Is it gonna be helpful? Is it enough? Just wondering, how is this going? How's this gonna work? Is this gonna be okay? And so, interestingly enough, I noticed those thoughts going through last week as I was creating my Spirit Message Monday video and creating the blog post or the newsletter that I write about that and all the things. And I'm putting a lot of effort and work into this, and I'm just wondering if is this worth it? Is this actually making a difference? Is this actually touching people in some way? Is this helpful to people in some way? And sure enough, the universe usually answers those questions. And so, and by universe, I mean the people, you guys, some of you, without prompting, showed up on Instagram and Facebook and responded to my newsletter saying things like, "Oh my gosh, that was so meant for me," and "I can't believe the timing on that. I totally needed that message today," and these kinds of things. People just showing up, messaging me with that. And I'm sure if there's 10 or 15 people that are actually sending messages, there's probably 20 more who are feeling the same way but just don't reach out. And so I just want to say something here about self-doubt in terms of we've all got it. We've all got these limiting beliefs that we think are there to keep us safe. And my way through this is to receive those nudges from my intuition, from spirit, about how to move forward, how to show up, how to be here, what would be of service to myself and to others. And once I receive those nudges, those ideas, those things to do, then I just do it. Then I'm just okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I hear that voice of self-doubt, and I'm like, yep, I hear you, you're there for a good reason, but it's not going to stop me. If this idea, if this project, if this whatever is truly meant to be, then I need to keep going. I just need to keep showing up. And so it was so great to receive the messages last week from Spirit Message Monday, because it helps me show up again and again and again. So if any of these videos touch your heart in some way, or resonate with you, or are super helpful, please write back. It is super helpful. I'm totally human. I love validation. Who doesn't? And it's just this beautiful way to the synchronistic energy of receiving and giving and receiving and giving. And so when I receive those messages that these Spirit Message Mondays are really helpful to people, I really truly receive each one and feel that, and it helps boost my own sense of this being helpful and this being important and significant. And so here I am showing up again with this self-doubt. And Spirit just says, with the self-doubt, with the thoughts that come in that are trying to limit us in some way, their words of wisdom are just keep going. Those things that truly feel aligned, that kind of scare you, but still feel like they're probably meant to be, and you're not sure how it's going to work out. You're not sure if anybody's going to show up, or you're not sure if it's going to work. It's it doesn't matter. Just they're do it anyway. like unfold the first piece, like do it anyway and see what happens, and you'll probably be shown the path of like, as you unfold the first step or the first bit, there'll be a next step will show up and a next step, and if it's truly meant to be, it will flow, it will come through you, you'll still have the self-doubt being like, is this gonna work, oh my gosh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But there's a different voice between self-doubt, which is quite tiny and kind of like, it feels like a hamster. It feels like a hamster wheel, just like, is this gonna work? Is anybody gonna show up? Nobody's gonna pay for that. You know, those little like kind of niggling kind of voices. And the other side of that is kind of like this ocean. It's like solid and expansive, and there's just like a knowing sense. There's just like this this expansiveness of like a gentle push, like do this thing, show up here, say these words, act in this way, be here, hold this space, whatever it is that you're wanting, create this thing, like, oh my god, just dance, whatever it is, like that more expansive sort of felt sensation. It's usually also like a complement of sensations. So it's not just like a thought of what to do, but it's accompanied typically by a sense of spaciousness, or by that excitement or tingling, or so like all of the sensations. So tight emotions and your thoughts, as well as body sensations and more. So it's this expansiveness where those larger, potentially more meaningful voices come in, or feelings come in to guide you in some way, versus the like the little hamster wheel of self-doubt just trying to scare you. So I'm curious if you know the difference, if you can feel the difference between the hamster wheel self-doubt voice and that expansive sense of a deeper knowing. And that's basically also what intuition is. Like truly, if that's of interest to you and you're not sure, essentially that's it. This like expansive body of energy is trying to guide us towards something, and it's our decision, it's our choice to take that on or not. And so their spirit's words are choose wisely. Choose wisely. So choosing the thoughts that are limiting yourself versus choosing the expanded sense of knowing. Choose wisely, and trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your heart. And see what happens. Just like show up in one little way that's a new way today, and see what happens. See what magic unfolds. See what synchronicities come about. See what can flow and what can change and what can heal for you, based on just like simply doing one little thing that is out of your comfort zone, that's out of that self-doubt is trying to stop it somehow. What would it be like to do it anyway? What would it be like to just show up? So that's my Spirit Message Monday for today. I hope you're all doing well, and as always, let me know how it goes. If this resonates, fire me a message. Thanks everybody.